what's up, guys? Taylor Trader back again with another weekly review. This week, Apple fell, Fazly fell, everything fell on Friday. So we're down to 41,000 net lick in the account. We're not using margin, but the good thing is Beyond Meat is off the books. So we actually have 30,000 in cash sitting. So we can make a play if we see a play, right? Otherwise from that, there's nothing else to do with that. It comes down to the garbage trading this week. So here's the one thing you're gonna learn this week is you're gonna learn how to turn $2,281 of potential profit into 2,000 into $233 worth of profit. How do you do that? When I just started, I used to write all my trades down, entries and exits and all that stuff. And I went away from that for the last like 3 weeks. Like I would document them, but I wouldn't write down when I want to enter, when do I want to exit, and all that stuff. So for this last 3 weeks, we had a new thing came in the fall within the last 2 weeks where the market just, you know, sells off real hard. And it happened to me last week, and Monday happened to me really. It kind of, not Monday, Tuesday kind of pulled me out of my game, and I started taking trades off for no reason. No reason, just feeling like the market is gonna fall. Went away from the plan, and because I don't have the plan documented, usually when I'm taking a trade off, I already know what I had written down, so why I'm taking it off. But now I didn't have anything written down. I just wasn't trading with a plan anymore for the last 3 weeks. So um, I sat down, you know, this morning before I did this video, and I took what I used to write in the book and I put it on the spreadsheet, and I added one more thing to it to make it better. So we're gonna see what all this dumb shit is that happened here, right? So Beyond Meat, I was so happy to sell the 112s, but Monday morning the market opened red, and if the market is red, it can usually bounce in the open or based on what the open is. No, I took the trade off in the first 2 minutes, right? So instead of making $200, I make $20. It's cool. Same thing for Penn. Instead of making 280, I make $50, and it goes on and on and on. This Beyond Meat was okay. I saw it coming up. 'Cause I remember my shelves was open. I wrote, it fell, and I took the profits because I felt it was coming back up again. So that one was fine, and I played that good. Same thing for DraftKings. Took it off, no reason. Same thing for Win. Win was the worst one though, because I basically took a loss here for no reason, just because I felt the market was gonna roll over and all this stuff, and it was far away from my strike. It's like there's there's no reason. This was an unacceptable loss. Like this is the only thing I'm upset about is the win loss. If I'm not upset about anything, I'm upset about the win loss because I didn't even think of rolling it. Nothing. There was like no thought of rolling it. So after I took it off, I was like, why did I not roll that? What am I doing? You know. So um, I came Wednesday night came and I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I need to get out of these plays because right now I'm not focused. So Thursday, I just pull all this stuff off. The only thing I had left was Beyond, and Boeing fell like a rock. So I'm down on. That's why my account is like that. I'm down on Boeing, Apple, Fazly. I had three things fall on me, so I was kind of on edge, but at the same time, I still needed to have a plan. I went back and win. This was a reverse trade because I wanted my money back, and I got $100 out of it, so whatever, right? Um, this is Camping Grounds. It was a good setup. I liked it. Well, again, I just started losing confidence in it because every day they sell the market off at 3 o'clock. Like from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, they just sell the market off. Like it's like they trade during the day, but once it hits like 2 o'clock, all the buyers are gone and the shorts just come in and just short the market down. And then overnight the market just gets shorted down more. So it kind of like affected my confidence. Even if it's a good play, it affected my confidence. So I just gotta get back to it. So that's what my reflection was last night when I was watching the game. You know, good job, Denver. Y'all finally got a good win under your belt. So we'll see what happens for the rest of that series. But that was my reflection when I was watching the game and thinking about it, and then I was like, you know, I need to put my line in the sand down better. And when I found my book, I found out that I haven't written in my book in 3 weeks of why I'm in this trade and all that stuff. Like I just write when I entered and the date and time in my spreadsheet, this spreadsheet, but I never wrote in the book. So whenever it's time to exit, I already knew what I wanted to do. So Beyond Meat ran up big this week. Um, so Thursday came around and we're sitting at 45, and I'm like, if the market falls tomorrow, Beyond Meat is gonna get crushed. That was what I was saying in my mind, and I was like, I do not want to be down 6 grand on this like I was last week. So I can walk away with a $80 loss, which I made up, from all the rest of the trades from Beyond Meat, or I can chance it to see what happens tomorrow. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get out because my cost basis was 141. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna remount it at 124. So I sold 124 puts. So if it comes out, cause right now it's at 130, 133. So if I would have kept it, I would have been back to being down, and yeah, I would have gotten my $400 from the trade, but I would have been back to being the same place where my cost basis is up there, and the stock just seems to love the 20s and high and low 30s. So I just took that, just took that scratch. That was fine. As I said, everything was fine with the exception of what I did on Win. Like Win just triggered a bunch of stuff, and I just got triggered. So I'm just trying to remount it in the 120. So I'm just gonna keep selling 120 puts. I will not sell a put over 129, but I'm just gonna keep selling 120 puts until I get put the shares. So it's either I get put the shares or I don't. One of the two. So this is what I made up. So I sell the 124 put right here the trade. So week 3 in September, I sell the 124 put. Um, when do I close this early? If the stock gets to 143. If the stock gets to 143 on Monday, I look to close this. Normal close. If it's at $30 left in it, then I'm just gonna close it, right? So anytime it hits $30, I'll just close it, right? I'm not gonna hold it overnight if it's at $30. I'm just gonna close it. Support. If it breaks 120, I need to look at maybe rolling this. So we're at 133 right now. If it comes down to 120, I need to roll this. I need to look at rolling it. And obviously, if it's at 116, it needs to be rolled. Period. Right? And what do I do if the market keeps selling? So this is the thing that I added. What do I do if the market is selling? And I plan on keeping this, right? So I would roll this. If the market is selling, I have positive news of why it's selling. Because right now we're just selling random, right? There's no real news, nothing, tech bubble. It's not. That stuff is last week, right? So we're just selling just because there's games being played, right? So as long as I understand why the market is selling, um, I should make my decision there. And the same thing again with Win. This is how I'm structuring my trades now, so I know what I want to do with whatever I have on. What am I going to do with it? Am I going to roll it? Am I going to sell it? What am I going to do with it? So I don't run into this whole thing again, because this could have saved me, this could have made me another 1,000 to 1,500 out of that 2,200 if I would have just followed my plan, right? But I didn't have a documented plan. So this is how it is as of now. This is what I'm using to stop this from happening again. Let me know what you guys think about it. But I'm disappointed. Like, I didn't lose money, but in my mind, I lost money because I had that $2,000 in my wallet and I gave it back to them, even though it's their money. I gave it back to them. Not even half. I gave them like 3/4 back. More than 3/4. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm so mad. So next week we got Win 7750s puts on sale. Workhorse. Me and Craig talk about this, and Aaron. We have a WhatsApp group that we share our trades, and a lot of guys been playing Workhorse. It's at 26. I'm willing to get in at 16, but if not, I'll just take the free money, right? That's the way I see it, but I'm not gonna buy it up there. I refuse. Uh, Penn been holding up, so I raised my buying zone up to 24, up to 54. I only put one contract on because this week I say I'm just gonna play it slow and smooth. Apple is rolled to next week. My strike is actually 123.50, so I'm down to 123.50. I'm down on these like I'm down on Apple like 12 points, right? So I'm down on this big time. So I just got to keep rolling this. So if on Monday Apple doesn't break like 115, I'm gonna have to roll it to the next week, and I'll roll down to the 120 strike. So my strike keeps going down every week by 2.5 until I get out of the money. If you roll early enough, your chance of being assigned is really low because you have so much more time premium. But if I wait until like Thursday, if I let this go Thursday night to Friday, then chance of me being assigned is very high. So I'll plan to roll this pretty early. Wednesday evening the latest. I would roll this. Same thing for Fazly. Fazly was doing great, but it just sold off on Friday. Like it dropped from like 85 to 76 on Friday. Just got smoked. And I had these two. I was actually feeling good about them, but yeah, feeling good is not a thing, right? Boeing just got smoked on Thursday. Boeing is at Boeing is at 160, right? Boeing just got smoked from like 173 to 158. Like, so I had a lot of things that I was down on that was clouding my judgment, but at the same time, certain things you have to deem them unacceptable, so you hold yourself to a higher standard, so you don't make the same mistakes again. And one of the things we do in the military is we don't do the same shit again. So we put in measures to stop that, and that's why I made this spreadsheet. So if I break my spreadsheet rules, I don't trade for a week. Period. That's on the thing there. So if I put something on the spreadsheet, or I don't put something on the spreadsheet and broke the rules of the spreadsheet, then I just don't trade for that next week. We don't make any money. So we understand that we have to follow it because we don't want to do the same thing again. All right, guys, I'm done rambling. Hope you guys have a good week. I'm also testing a Iron Condor trade, spread trades. As I say, I'm a tater trader, so I don't only stick to these two. So I'm testing it. I'm just doing one contract. I'm just throwing it out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's zero DTEs. I'm just risking 100% of what I receive. So if I receive $40, I'm risking $40 for the trade, and I'm just testing it out, just trying to see how it is. And within the next couple of weeks, if I think it's good enough, then I'll bring it into the fold. All right, I'm done rambling because I'll go forever with this. Thank you guys for watching the video, and this is where we're at on our journey. Just keep it moving. Thanks, guys.